everybody. I hope that you are doing really well tonight.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Thank you so much for attending this meeting. I know that many people couldn't make it tonight, but we are going to record the meeting so they can, after this, see about we were talking about. So thank you so much for attending this meeting. Thank you so much for being here today, for being here with this leadership workshop tonight. I'm just going to start talking a little bit about me, talking a little bit about what is this project about. I know that we are just starting this project, and I know that with the time we are going to have more people join us, more people participating in this amazing initiative. So I'm going to start talking about myself. My name is Luisa Fernanda. I am from Colombia, Pereira. I am international student at Northampton Community College. I am part of a program that is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State that is called Community College Initiative Program. So I want to talk to you about myself. I am really passionate about the community service, and I'm always looking for alternatives, looking for initiatives, and coming up with new ideas about how to help my community. I also certificated by the University of Luigi Buccono in Italy about international leadership and organizational behavior. I am certificated for the University of New York for nonprofit organizations, nonprofit leadership and governance. And currently, I am pursuing my certificate in social entrepreneurship and emerging economies at Harvard University. So thank you so much for being here today. We are going to talk about what is this initiative that is called Global Leadership Talks. This is a program in which all the CCI participants, so as you know, we are in a program and an exchange program, and we get to know many people from all over the world, many people from India, from Ghana, from Brazil. So from all over the world, we are here because we are social leaders that are really working hard for this community service and coming always with new ideas in new initiatives. So we talk like, okay, we are international students, we are international people, and the United States and the United States Embassy gave us the opportunity to be here. So we are going to contribute that opportunity, helping other underserved communities, other underserved populations. And we came up with this initiative and with this idea. And this space is for all of you. This space is created with the objective to give the leaders, the international leaders, the opportunity to being known, to talk to other nonprofit organizations, with other volunteers and leaders from all over the world, to give them the necessary tools and the necessary strategies to continue working with the community and continue doing such an amazing job helping people from all over the world as they have been doing throughout the time. So let's start. Let's give a warming welcome to our guest, to our special guest tonight. She's a young ambassador leader who is delivering the workshop tonight. And I'm going to tell a little bit about her. She is from India. She has been working with the community service since she was 15 years old. She's also part of the NCC. She's also part of the CCI program at Northampton Community College, and she's passionate. She's talented. I know her, so I can say that she's the best about working toward women empowerment. And I would like to hand over this space to Shaheen now, so she can start talking a little bit about her background in the community service in her country, and all the things that she has to tell us tonight. So let's start. Hi, Shaheen.
Thank you so much, Luisa, for giving me the space and the opportunity. I'm grateful for it. Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen before I start. Luisa, can you let me know if you can see my screen?
Yes.
Great. And well, hello, everyone. I'm Shaheen Sheikh. Let me talk about myself. This is how we greet in India. If you guys see, welcome everyone. And I'm grateful for the opportunity I got today to talk to you all. So, let me talk about myself. So, I'm Shaheen Sheikh. I'm 20 years old. I'm from India, and my major is abnormal psychology and early childhood education. And I'm an exchange student at Northampton Community College, as Louisa said. Before we go ahead, how about we do a little bit check-in of how are we feeling today? Here it's nine. It's almost 8:15. I'm not sure what's the time in Colombia. So I want to know how you guys are feeling right now. Are you guys feeling confused, happy, sleepy? So on count of three, if you guys can write in the chat box quickly, so we could go over it. So let me count: three, two, one. If you guys could quickly write it on the chat box, how are you guys feeling? Let me write. I'm feeling happy and proud. Okay. Thank you, Samuel, for sharing with me. Thank you, Julian, for sharing with me. Happy. Oh, I see. I'm glad to hear that. Just wait for two or three. Happy but sleepy. Thank you, Zara. Okay, proud. I see. Nice to hear that. Okay. Lisa feeling happy. It's pretty good to see that everybody's feeling happy and at very calm state. So, how about we get to know each other more and let me share more about where is India and where I'm coming from. So, India is a south country, is a country in the South Asia. It is the seventh largest country by area and second most populated country. I know we are a lot. So India is mostly located between the oceans, Indian Ocean, Pacific, and Atlantic Ocean. So this is the all combination of India, how it look like, and we have three. This is the flags of India. We have three color, and each in the color indicate different symbol, and it has their own meaning. Let's know more about where the India a bit more. So India is a vast nation of vibrant landscape, and we itself call ourselves as a diverse city, an example, an epitome of a diversity inclusion because we have a diverse culture, religion. There are Hinduism. There are almost more than 15 religion at one country. So it's a lot. And as we know, in the world, we have 7 billion people, but 1.3 billion people itself in our country. So we are a lot. So I do believe that we have 28 states and each region has their own custom and tradition. So that's all about India. Let's know more about where I'm exactly coming from. So I'm coming from Mumbai, particularly the west coast of India, where it's near Indian Ocean. And India, this is a quite few picture of India, and this is what India looks like. I know you might think that this pictures look like New York, but trust me, this is India. This is Mumbai, where I'm coming from. Whenever I go to in New York, I do feel like I'm in Mumbai because Mumbai is known for the dream city, the city which do not sleep in the night. So it's funny though, but every city has a kind of gray shade. So India, Mumbai is a city which has 60% of the people coming from the poverty background and the 40% people coming from the entrepreneur, actor. I don't know if you guys have heard Bollywood. So we have Hollywood and we have Bollywood. Bollywood is in India, is Mumbai, typically Mumbai. So Mumbai is very famous over all the world, and when I'm in the USA, I hear a lot of people know about Mumbai. So I do feel that Mumbai is famous, but as I said, every city has a gray shade. So this is I would like to share more about my family. So I have three siblings, and this is the picture which I took when I was leaving from India to USA. And one I have three siblings. One is clicking the picture. This is my family. We are my family always strive to and help each other to build a safe environment and to help each other in growth. But I'm not coming from a family who is a privileged one. I'm coming from a family which is orthodox and dominative and conservative. When I say orthodox, conservative, and dominative, which typically means that we are being followed by tradition, norms, rules, unlike our heart. So if I have to go somewhere, I do have to take permission from my elders in order to go somewhere. So when I was leaving from India to USA, it was very hard for me to leave my people, my community, my everyone who have known them for 20 years, go to a place where I don't know anyone about it. Don't even know who I'm gonna stay with. A place where I have no idea about it, but I was adamant to go there to explore the opportunities. So when you create opportunities with excitement, with happiness, with enthusiasm, you must be prepared to leave your comfort zone behind. So with that, I would talk about the community I'm coming from. I'm not coming from a community where there is a lot of gender discrimination. As I said, my family is conservative and orthodox, which means that being a female, I have a lot of challenges and obstacles to struggle with. The more I go, the more I grow, the more I will have more problems like mobility issue. When I say mobility issue, it's like we are not allowed as a female, I'm not allowed to go far from my family. Like if I have to go to from here to, let's just say, 10 kilometers or 10 miles away, I have to have a male person with me because of the safety issue, or they do not trust me enough that I will reach the place safely. So it's a lot of mobility issue. We are not as a female, we are not allowed to go outside the home after 8 o'clock in the night. So even Mumbai is the most famous capital city of India, but still we do have that norms and regulation. Education restriction, it's like we females have a lot of dropouts from the school because they do not allow, they feel that the girls should be get married at a point. So what is the point of giving them education? At the end of the day, they have to stay at home. That kind of mindset always been a big hurdle for me. When it comes to clothes norms, I'm coming from a religion called Muslim, and we are not allowed to wear certain types of clothes, which makes us a restriction to what we want to wear. It's like we have been told, typically women, that what they have to wear, what they have to not wear, where they have to go. It's like every time when we step and when we grow, we have norms and regulation. When it comes to marriage, as soon as the girl turns 18, the pressure of marriage is there. While the boy, even if it's around 21 or 23, the pressure is not that much on him. So that's I coming from a community where it's too much gender discrimination. With that, if you guys have any question, let me know, or if you guys having any problem with my accent, do let me know so I will slow down. Luisa, let me know.
No, Shahin, you're doing great. Just if you have any question, guys, if you need that Shahin repeats, please let us know because you know that she's from India, so we have different accents from all over the world. I have an accent, she has an accent. So if you have any doubt, any question, any concern, like, could you please repeat what you just said or something like that? Please let us know, and then she's going to repeat it.
Thank you, Luisa. So, with that, as I said, as a female, I have a lot of restriction and a lot of thing in my family. My family itself do not allow me to do a lot of stuff, but to come up with the barrier. And as a female, I'm not the only female in the community. There are more than lack of females, more than 10,000 females in my community. If I'm feeling the same thing, then I do believe that the other female feels the same thing. With that thinking in my mind, when I was in school, there was a non-profit organization called Teach for India. Here we have Teach for America. So Teach for India is one of the top in India, one of the top non-profit organization, who was working with my school to help us provide holistic education and help us grow out of our comfort zone. With those people and the teachers, I got my wings. When I say I got my wings, which means that they have helped me and they have worked with my parents to let me do what I want to do it. And they have teach me how to speak English, while in my community only 1 or 2% people know how to speak English. Even they are going in the same school as me. So with the help of Teach for India, I got a wings, I got a lot of opportunities to be here, to talk to you all guys. So with that mindset, when I was working with them, I volunteer in my community a lot of time to understand what is the root problem of it. Then I identified that gender discrimination is very prevalent in my community. So at that point, I made my mind that no matter what, whatever I got help from the society, I have to give back. So, and always wanted to, I was always a kind of rebellious person who always want to do what I want to do rather than following rules, regulation. I was never a obedient child. So with that mindset, I thought that whatever I got from the society, I would give it back. I start when I was around 15 years old. I have started working with non-profit organization who are already helping and working towards people to provide a lot of support to come through those barriers. So I worked with them for 5 years. The motive of working with them was to empower women from the community and to provide holistic education within the community, because the literacy rate, the poverty is very low there. I also worked on a couple of projects with women empowerment and gender discrimination. One of the largest project I worked on called Learning Community, which is sponsored by one of the which is sponsored by one of the most top non-profit organization of America, called Emerge Market to empower women, who sponsored the Learning Community project. And in that project, we worked with around 700 women in order to empower them and understand what is the root problems they are facing. So what they have faced, we try to resolve them with the support and with the availability which I got from the organization of called Emerging, which is one of the American non-profit organization. I also worked as a vaccine awareness ambassador. With that, I would like to share a lot more a background history, that there are a lot of things. I'm sorry. There are a lot of things which I have been doing in the community by doing a small step. The major impact where I see is that myself and my home. So I cannot change the whole world, but what I can do is that I can change myself and I can change my home. Now, when I was coming to America, I didn't ask my parents that can I go to America. All I said that I got a scholarship. Can I leave? They were agree with that, which means that my family, who do not even support the girl to go from one city to another city without parent support, they allowed me to come here, which definitely means that there is an impact and a change I have created in my home and in my community, which allowed me and my siblings to do what they want to do. So that's why I believe that the changes always start with me or with you. Here's the pictures I took when I was coming from India to USA, and that was the first time I boarded on a plane. And as I said, when I came here, I have no idea whom I'm gonna meet and who are the people who I'm gonna stay with. So as I said, opportunities and challenges comes with diversity. This is the first and the second picture we took when we came here. So this is the passport of different country, and this is the picture which describes the different culture, diversity, the dresses. I'm sure you guys, let me know if you guys have any question or you guys want me to slow down. As Luisa and I in a program called Community Initiative Program, which means that whatever we are learning here, we have to go back to the community and share our learnings in order to provide more and more opportunities for the people. Even I'm in the USA. I have done internship, which is a part of a requirement also. So there the requirement was that we have to work on an internship for 75 hours, but I chose to work with two different organizations in order to get more experience. So as my major is abnormal psychology and early childhood education, I worked with daycare center in order to get more experience of how the education system of the USA works. And I also work with non-profit organization called Aspire, who works with human trafficking. With both of the knowledge I got is that the with the non-profit organization, which I'm very passionate about working with them, and I also got a really good view of how USA education system works. So I have completed 85 hours of internship hour. With that mindset, I also did 85 hours of volunteer work, which means that I'm doing something for the USA community without having um, any benefits towards me, like not with paid money or with anything. I just want to give back to the society because USA gave me a good opportunity to learn from it. So no matter what work I did in India, we those people who works on the road or who works on a cleaning staff, we do not really give them that much respect. But here, as a student, when I was working in the New York as a sweeping, I was cleaning on the road because it was a race, which was for almost 85 miles, learning about Japanese culture by volunteering them. Then this is the my cohort which I have volunteered with them. So no matter what you do, you have to give back to the society in order to get an experience and a different perspective of your life. And one of the most the pillar of college my program was community impact project, which I have to do a project, a individual project, to do something for the society. So in I'm staying where there's a very cool city. So there are a lot of poverty here. So I collected a lot of donations like winter hand warmer, body warmer, and I work with my non-profit organization where I was interning them in order to help the people by donating the monetary donation. So no matter what, I have been doing a step by step to provide uh, different opportunities for people. With that thing, I also got selected for boot camp design thinking process, which is like it's a 10-week startup program where the whole college, out of the whole college, only 10 people get selected for it. And I was one of them. Bootcamp is a structure program that provides resources and preparation and mentoring to Northampton Community College students who are interested in doing a startup business plan. So my startup plan business is that I want to build a game, as the problem which is very significant in my community is gender discrimination. So I do believe that lack of in the USA, the parents are more connected with the children in their emotional, in their academic, a lot of stuff. But in India, it's not like that. In India, the parents only do their children's homework. That's all we do. So to come up with that, the problem statement which I identified was that lack of emotional investment in their child education. The solution I'm trying to come up with is a plan game, which is called Elira. Elira is an Albanian name, which means to be free. It's a chess game. I'll be building up. I'm working on it. I will be building a chess game which have a very different scenario and very different perspective, which will help them provoking their thinking. It's more like awareness thing. So I would like to share you guys my website which I have created. um, Let me know if you guys can see the website. Luisa, can you see the website link?
Yeah, I can see your website link.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Website, like the real website. Did you do? Wait, let me.
No, a real website, just the link.
Okay. So this is the website I have created, which called Elira to be free, which I have written the problem statement and a bit summary about it, the problems in India. This is how I'm gonna let the people know that I will be sharing this link with you guys in the chat box, so you guys can go through it and do share me your thoughts and things. So the website will help the people understand what is the main issue and how they can help me to help the people in the society. With that ahead, I would like to go ahead and I'm sorry, wait. So if, before I start the video, I always believe that we do not really have, we should have goals for ourselves, like that's called personal goals. If we want, we are doing our stuff, a lot of things to do in our life, to go in the life, but we do have some kind of personal goals, like you guys want to may go to abroad to study, to do a lot of stuff, have fun. One of my personal goal and the biggest achievement in my life was skydiving. Yes, I did a skydiving. Let me pause myself too, you guys can.
Wow, you had fun.
So, as everyone strive for personal success, we should not always go for what the academic, what the community, but for ourselves too. And all of this always comes with effort and dedication. And what your goals and dreams can be achieved, always make a plan. What do you really want? And when you believe in yourself, you do take action. For example, if you feel hungry, you do take action, as in to go out and eat something. You have the power to make your dreams come true. So how about we start doing it now? As I said, the three goals which I do believe always comes is persistent determination and hard work, which definitely create a difference in your life. If you are very persistent, if you are very working towards one thing with all passion, determination, and hard work, there will definitely be a good difference you will be see. With that ahead, how about we do a quick quiz game? I talk a lot now. Let's hear from you. Let's find out, are we a leader or are we a follower? With that, I will post a question and you guys need to tell me what do you think you guys will do it. So the question is, everyone is getting a new shoe in style. What will you do? There are four options A, B, C, and D. You guys have to tell me in the chat box on count of three that will you choose A or B or C or D? And then we can find out, are we a leader or are we a follower? So how about we start? Let me count three, two, one. Okay, Samuel said four. Okay, thank you for sharing it. Natalia said okay. Okay, three. Okay, Luisa said three. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Julian said two. We'll wait for 10 more seconds to see if anybody wants to reply. We'll wait for two. Thank you, Valentina. Okay, four. Thank you, Anushka. Thank you. Okay. How about let's find out what is the answer. Thank you, George. I'm sorry, I may pronounce wrong. Thank you for sharing it. Let's find out what are we. Well, the answer was D. Let's think about and thank you for sharing it. Let's go back and understand the question here. Here it says that everyone is getting new shoe in style, and there are different scenarios. You might get them when you want to click, like cause you want to be a part of click. It's just that you are following it. Here you says that getting a different style of shoe to show off a new look. Okay, get the shoes but wear my shoes and let them wear down before I wear the new shoes. I have to think about it. So the answer is D is because when everyone is getting a new shoe in different style, the scenario is not complete. It says that everyone, which means that are you being followed because everybody is buying it, or you do not know that you really want to have that shoe or not. So you have to think about it. Here the question is not that you are getting it or not. The question is that are you thinking about it because you want it, or is everybody is doing it so you are doing it? When you take a stand for yourself where you are saying that let me think about it, do I really need it or not just because everyone is buying it I will also buy. So with that question, let's go ahead and think more. Let's go with the second one. Okay, which one would you choose, and be honest with that? There are four options again. Have a great speech in front of the people, whole school about recycling, or write a report about animal like your best friend is doing. Pulling a weed in the garden like everyone else, but do not throw them like they are, or you can do something else with them. Give my name for participation in an activity but still wanting for someone else to start it. Let me count on 3 to 1 and you guys can share your answer. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Anushka, for sharing it. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Mike, okay, Mike, you changed the answer. Julian, thank you, Valentina. Thank you, Valentina. Okay, Luisa, 4. Okay. Thank you, Luisa. Zara, okay, 3. Okay. We'll wait for 10 more seconds to see if anybody wants to reply. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, the answer is A. Let's go back and understand why. So, it says that the sentence says that writing a report about animal like your best friend is doing. It's like you are not thinking what you really want, but you are following your friend because that's what she is doing. Is it gonna be a leader or a follower? More like follower. Pulling a weed in the garden like everyone else is doing, but do not throw them away like they are. You can do something else with them. That is a leadership, but you are being followed at the same thing. So we will count that as a leadership, but compared to the option, we would more likely to give the prevalent answer to the A one. But if you choose the third one, that definitely means that you are on the right path. And giving my name for participation in an activity, but still wanting for someone else to start. It's like you're waiting for other people to start because you are following them. So option B and D will definitely go for the following. Option A and 3, option A and C will definitely go for leadership. With that mindset, let's understand what is leadership to me and what is leadership. So the leadership is for me is like if your action inspire others to do a dream, to others to dream more and learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. If you are doing something, if you are starting a project, if you are thinking of something and people are supporting you, that means there is a potential and a thing you are inspiring other people to follow you. You choose to think from a different perspective rather than following at one. You choose to be unique, which means that you want to do something not by following it, but to doing with your own opinion. So that's called leadership to me. What do leaders do? How can we be a leader? And what are we gonna do as a leader when we are working in a group? When I talk about our group as a college community initiative program, we all are a leader. We cannot be a follower because we all have a very different and potential which we have come here. I would like to give a scenario. When we were having a discussion, we all do put our opinion in a very strong perspective and a very strong voice, which means that we want to be heard. We want to put our points, not by followed them. We are not being obedient, we are being rebellious, and we are making a surrounding, so we our opinion, our matters to be heard. Leaders are the who listen more, who are efficient, who are ambition and discipline, effort and respect, who use strategy to help the group, to help them in more effective way. There is a humility. Humility is a very big component here. Humility means that you are not bragging or exaggerating about yourself, but letting your actions speaks who you are. There is integrity. You are doing the things while not you're doing the right thing even nobody's looking at you. There is a positivity. Leadership is about taking responsibility, not making excuses. Not today, I don't want to do it because I have so much work and all. You are doing it because you want to, and you do want to create a change. And the one thing, we are here on a program and we have a lot of work and a lot of thing. Luisa, can you let me know if you can hear a lot of background noise?
Yeah, I can hear a lot of like noises in the background right now, but it's okay. I don't know if the people has like a issue with that, or you can hear the speech. Can you hear
Yeah,
as well? Please let
let
us
me know
know.
if you guys have any
Willie,
problem
you
with
can?
hearing. Yeah, all good.
You're good? Okay. I wanted to talk about something before you start talking about this, okay?
Go
So
ahead, Luisa.
she's going to talk about how do I manage my time. Okay, I want to tell you something. It was like a storytelling. I'm going to talk about storytelling. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me in this intercultural exchange program. And it was that one day I was in my room and I was crying. I was crying because I was really like overwhelmed with everything. I was struggling with my time. I was like, I had so many things to do. I had to my schoolwork, my like the community impact project, the volunteer hours, the internship hours, and many other things that I couldn't handle with in a good manage, like in a good way. So I was struggling and I was crying a lot in my room. And I remember that day, Shaheen get into a room. She got into a room and she started talking to me like, Luisa, why are you crying? What happened? And then I start telling her like everything that was happening in my life in that moment. And she told me like, okay, let's do this. I'm going to teach you how to manage your time because it's what you need in this moment. And she started writing down in a paper that four things that you are going to see right now. You are seeing in the screen four boxes, like the four boxes, and she start doing this like, Luisa, you gotta do this and this and this and this. You're going to start with this, then you're going to manage your time in this in a really good way. And guys, I can tell you that I start doing that technique. I start applying that strategy in my life, and everything like is going really well. Everything has been like, I have time for my friends, I have time for my school, I have time for other projects that I am working with. So it's really good. And then go ahead, Shaheen.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing it. And I'm glad that I would be able to help you in any way if I could. That also creates an impact in someone's life. So when I'm talking about how do I manage my time, there is a trick called Eisenhower matrix tricks, which means that you prioritize your urgent work first, then your non-urgent work, and then your little bit you can do it later, and then the task you can avoid it in your day and you can do it later. So, what I do is that I always prioritize my task and complete it on time. For example, I focus on things. If there is a deadline which is needs to be completed, yes, tomorrow, I will write that first and I will focus on it first. And then whenever I start my day, I always have a chart where I make 4 columns. When I say important, and no when I say urgent, important, non-important and non-urgent, which has like the 4 sides. So that's how we can delegate our work, and we may not feel pressurized. In a day we have a lot of things, and there are high chances that we will miss a lot of part of it. So it's better to write it on a piece of paper and think what is really you want to focus. Do you really want to focus on academic, then community impact, then you want to do some volunteering, you can put it on it. So when you start scheduling things and which is not really important now, it makes you a very good at a pace where you can do much better and you can be more productive rather than taking all stress. Oh my god, I have so much to do. In a life we have a lot of things, but prioritizing what do we really want now always impacts you in a very well way. And if we as a student have a lot of habits saying that, oh my god, I created a timetable but I cannot follow it. I need some push, I need a lot of I we become kind of lazy to do it. So it's better that we start creating and firmly following the agenda. If you say that you will do it, that means you will do it. If you keep your own words, there are high chances that you may strive for excellence more than what you used to. And at the end of the day, reflect as in, like, did you completed your project? No. What stopped you? Why you didn't do it? If you spend 10 times doing something which was not important, how can you make a change next day? You do not have to rigid for yourself. You do not have to make yourself, oh my god, you didn't do this, you will not get this thing. How about we treat ourselves with kindness, compassion? We are a human being at the end of the day, we are not a robot. So with that, this is how I manage my time. When it comes to us, why are we talking about this today? What is the purpose and what is the reason we are here today? And what are we doing it now? What am I doing is that I'm also doing something while giving back to the community. I may not be giving it by physical manner, but I'm sharing my knowledge, which is also called as giving back to the community. Why do you want to give back when you can just do it for yourself? Every person do there is a Newton's law calls every action has a reaction. Whatever you do today will definitely have an impact on your future, the people around you, the community you are in. If you do not study today, the poverty rate and the literature rate will definitely have an impact. If you do not study today, the future generation, the family will definitely have an impact. So whatever you do in this life will have an impact in your community. So when you give, you are able to make the people better around yourself, your loved one, your people in your community, the lives of people somewhere else in the world. And finding by meaning giving back community does not only benefit others, but it also benefits you. When you say, for example, I if I didn't got a particular opportunity because of my gender, I will definitely create an opportunity for the people who didn't got that opportunity. Today, I'm able to come here. I'm making an opportunity. I'm striving myself to be success so other people could get the same opportunity as I got. Every human being, I'm here because some people created an opportunity for me to be here. I came here with the sponsored by US department, and those US department, those sponsor, those money is coming from the US people who are contributing by paying taxes or by giving charity. They are doing something. That's why I'm here. So this is how the world works. So if you do something, there are high chances that you will develop new skills like compassion, listening skills, communication skills, a lot more. You will transform your perspective. We human beings often have a tendency.
I'm sorry, we have like a okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sitting near the baseball field, so there are a lot of things. So when you talk to other people, you see a world from a different perspective, which gives you an idea that what you can do to make other people and yourself better. You fulfill your deepest human needs. Every human being needs and wants to be at peace, happy, and a lot of things. So if we give back to the community, if we do something for the society, we are not doing it for them, we are doing it for ourselves, we are doing it for everyone. So that's how I will try take some moment for you guys to think about it, how you guys can give back to the society. Be the change you want to see. You won't see any changes without you do something. So I would like to put a stop of my talking. I know I talk a lot, but I'm sure I did create an impact in your life and you did learn something new from me today. I'm glad to share my experience. Thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Shaheen. It was like an amazing job that you just did in us. It was so inspirational. Like you gave us motivation to continue working through our communities and to continue making such a big impact and big changes. We know that we can change the world, but we can change small, like we can take small steps in order to change. I don't know, the word of a person, at least one person. With your speech, today is going to start helping. Today is going to start volunteering in non-profit organizations and is going to start helping around the person, helping their community. So thank you so much, Shaheen. It was so nice. It was so glad to have you with us tonight. And I will really like to thank everybody for attend this workshop. I will really thankful with you because you attend this lesson, this workshop, and today you have the motivation and you have the inspiration to continue working in your community and to continue making big changes. And this is the objective of this program that we already start today, and we are going to start because we are going to have many other international leaders that are going to deliver such a good speeches and such a good workshops with you guys in order to continue with this amazing job that is serving our communities. And okay, let's go ahead with the session, with the questions part. If you have any concern, any doubt, any question, please let us know. I'm going to give the word to Samuel. Okay, Samuel, go ahead.
Okay, hello. I don't know how you pronounce your name, Shahin. I'm sorry, but
Shaheen.
okay, Shahin, perfect. Shahin, I would like to know what made you take the action to start when you initially.
The one thing that started for me to take the initiative was that when I was feeling helpless, when I was in need, there were people to help me out. like non-profit organization, my parents, my sibling. And then I felt like when I got the opportunity to be here and to do a lot of stuff, when I was getting help, I got a lot of scholarship. Those money didn't came from nowhere. Somebody did put some money in me because they want to see me at some place. That's where I feel like that initiative came from me, that I want to give back something to the society because I got something. So no matter how am I giving it, but I want to give something back to the society. And I don't want what I have gone through, my people from the community to go through that. If I didn't got one opportunity, like if I couldn't go to, so if I couldn't learn swimming, it's because there was no swimming pool. So I will try to make something for my people, for my sibling, as an elder sister, that I want to give something to her so they can learn it. If I didn't learn it, I want them to learn it. That's how the initiative comes, when you become selfless.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yes, thank you for asking it.
Okay, thank you so much, Samuel, for your question. There is another person that want to talk, to speak out and ask for him, or if you guys have any question, any concern, please just okay. Miguel, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lou. Thank you so much, Em, for sharing your experience. Has been really good to listen to you all. I really have a question related to you just what you just mentioned. Have you tried to align what you're doing with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals? Have you heard about that?
Oh, I'm not really aware about it. If you could educate me, I would definitely be aware.
Yeah, actually, the United Nations have different goals, so people focuses on those goals in order to solve an issue. So it's really good because basically, if you go and look into the United Nations portal, it will explain you what issue the people are attacking, and also they will explain that what approaches you can take. So I'm asking this is because it's a really good opportunity for you, or for Lou, for also you to look and get into more the United Nations, because as you mentioned, you're leaders and you're supposed to well represent your communities. So they joining the United Nations, I mean, there are many opportunities for you all, I mean, to get into the United Nations, to represent your country, to represent your community. So I'm talking about for experiences because I have some people that are working with the United Nations and are working with those objectives. So it would be really nice if you have a look at that and trying to see how you can align your project to have more impact, because you can also talk to people that are working on the same issue back in your country, try to see if you can get collaborations, more people to work with you. And I'm happy to see Carolina again. It has been a while. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for sharing, Lou and Shahen. Thank you so much for everything. And good to see you again, Carol.
Thank you so much, Miguel. I would definitely connect and see the opportunities I have with United Nations. Thank you for enlightening my information and my knowledge. Mike,
Um, where is Miguel? Wait, is he still? Oh yeah, Miguel. He's a good friend, and yeah, he's awesome. So I just can say thank you so much for being here, for attending this workshop. It's like it's amazing that you are here, and thank you for telling us about this opportunity. We are going to look it out, and for sure, yeah, he's always telling me about opportunities, and I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you so much. Okay, Shaheen.
yeah, I think Mike has some question. Mike, please go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah, I'm very much enlightened by your sharing your um what you just shared right now. My question is that after your program in the US and you go back to your country, are you really determined to face the challenges, the difficulties in looking at how you presented from the beginning of your presentation? You said your family, your religion background, there are some difficulties, especially your parents have to give you permission. And looking at that, I'm asking whether you can able to do something meaningful aside and just, giving a, a talk or a presentation on this online. I mean, are you ready to face the difficulties, and how will you be able to do it? Can you just share your ways or your the measures you're going to take to be able to handle such situations when you go back to your country?
Sure, I would love to share about that. As I said, there are a lot of challenges and all, but if there is no challenges, then how will I apply my knowledge, whatever I learn? And because the problem is there, and I came here to learn how to solve them with my own knowledge. So if I go back, I will definitely use my knowledge, my experience, my exposure to overcome with that. And when it comes to the changes, it always starts with you and your family. And I have seen a tremendous change with my parents thinking. I would like to recently share an incident happened. I was on a video call, and as a Muslim, we have to cover our body and our face with a veil, even when you go out. So I was in the room, and I called my parents, and my mom told me that why don't you cover your head? You are sitting in front of your parents, in front of your dad. My dad turned the camera towards my mom and said, "Is your mom wearing a veil or a burqa in the room, or what?" That moment I felt like he took a support of me, even though I was in the room and there was no one in the room. My mom was still asking me to wear a wear a hijab, the thing we cover in our head, that's called hijab. And he said that my daughter do not have to wear hijab even when she is in the room, which means that he's taking an initiative and a change to say that, okay, you can do what you want to do it, you got my support. That is the moment where I felt like I have done something in my home which has created a change. So if my home have an impact of why I'm here, and the knowledge, they feel proud, and I do feel they are changing their mindset. So slowly the community where I am, and the organization I'm working with definitely create an impact with the compared to the gender discrimination. So I do feel that there will be challenges. I won't say that there won't be challenges. The challenges will be there, but what percentage is it decreasing? That's matter.
Thank you so much, Shaheen. Okay, I drove Google Dorms is a Google Forms here in the chat. So I would love that you guys please give us like a feedback about this experience, about this workshop, because in order to continue doing this workshop, we want really to know what are the things that you really like the most from this workshop, what are the things that you think that we can improve, because we are going to continue with this initiative in order to inspire many people, in order to inspire many other leaders and volunteers from all over the world, not just from Colombia. We're going to continue with India and with some other countries, because this is the idea. The idea is continue doing such an amazing job with these workshops and leadership speeches and motivational, giving you these strategies and tools in order to you continue working towards your community and towards your community service and inspiration. That is really important in this process, because we always think that sometimes we are going to give up, but the inspiration is which we maintain us like in this path, in following this path of leadership, of community, of volunteering. So let's go ahead and yeah,
Yeah.
just like small steps but big changes. And thank you so much for attending this meeting today. Yeah, if you have some other question, or if not, we are going to finish with this session tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shaheen and Luisa, for bringing these experiences to all of our volunteers. Thank you, Shaheen. Very inspirational. My respect.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, people, please, I really want to invite you to open up your cameras. We're going to take a final picture and post it on the media, because we have a very nice host and organizer, Luisa. Thank you. Okay, you ready? Smile. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, guys, see you next opportunity. Luisa will be sharing with us who is the next one.
For
Invite.
sure. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
It was such an interesting talk. I loved it.
Yeah, it was. Thank you,
Yeah,
Anushka, for joining it.
you're welcome. I have a question. Like, can I share the link like next time with my friends back to India so
Yeah,
that they
sure.
can also join?
Oh, definitely you can.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye. Take care.